Okay, yeah, I'm ready when you are.
Alright. Start in 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, anti-hero and Setsuka, thanks for making it out. Appreciate it. And for anybody else, this is Fatal Frame. This is the intro chapter, the tutorial chapter. Waiting for him to finish talking. We're playing as a guy named Mafuyu, who is not the main character, but is related to the main character. He ran into this mansion to go look for an old folklorist who came here to do some research on the mansion itself. And he mysteriously disappeared, and there he is right there. That's his spirit. So we're going to go run up here, and we're going to go grab the camera obscura, which is the our main weapon in this game, where we're going to be shooting ghosts. So here's our first ghost named Bound Man. I want to go in for a red shot. Those are called Fatal Frame shots, or zero shots, based off the European name of the series. Wow, this is a horrible fight. So the whole point of Fatal Frame is you want to go fast, but you also want to have really quick fights, but you want good fights too that are going to give you a lot of SP, which those are points that we'll use to upgrade the camera to make the fights go even quicker. So I just got a lot of SP there. I think I have almost over 10,000 right now, so I'm off to a good start. Was a slow fight though. So at the end of this chapter, Mafuyu gets kidnapped by I guess the main antagonist of this game, who we'll be seeing way later. So here's the main character of the game. This is Miku, the younger sister of Mafuyu. This took about, I think it took her like 2 weeks to come visit the mansion, because her brother never wrote back. This takes place in 1986, so no cell phones or text messages. So she gets a vision of her brother being, I guess, possessed or taken away by the main antagonist of this game. She also picked up the camera. So you're going to constantly see her brother's spirit wandering around here, so she's just going to be chasing after him. So we're going to run up here. We're going to have to look at this door. It's unlocked, yeah, right. It's locked, so we have to go find a way to unlock it. We're going to run down here. We're going to see a spirit of another guy who we'll be fighting here soon. Got to look at the screen. A little girl ghost will appear here during a cutscene, and she'll point to the screen telling us to take a picture of it. We'll reveal a hidden door, and then we'll get a cutscene here. So as immediately go through the door here, there's going to be a spirit. I want to not talk to it, because if I bump into those spirits, it's like a good 5 seconds wasted. So we're going to be encountering a friend and a colleague of the folklorist that our brother was looking for. I can't remember what his name is, I just call him the editor. So he hid in this closet when the evil spirit of this game killed him. Now he's angry. So the whole... hold on. I'll talk about the whole plot point a little bit later when I have some time. So Mr. Takamine and the other person who came here with him is calling out for them. So this is our first fight with Miku as our character. Easy fight against the editor. All I do is just charge up the camera, one shot and he's dead. Fights will get way progressively harder later. Game's telling us about our upgrade feature, which I'll be doing later. This is our first puzzle of the game. I call them fetch quests. They're pretty common in Fatal Frame. We have to take a picture of an object, and then we have to go find said object and either take a picture of it or grab that said object. So we're on the lookout for a mirror here. The editor's gonna come from behind us right here. You can fight him if you want, or you can just run away, which is a lot quicker. So we're just going to run away. As soon as we enter through this doorway, he's going to despawn. Thanks for the good luck, Emerald. So the hidden mirror, or the hand mirror, excuse me, is right over here. I'm going to go pick it up. And now we're backtracking. So I'm playing the Xbox version of Fatal Frame 1. There's a jump scare, by the way. That used to scare the crap out of me when I first started speedrunning this, until I got used to it. The Xbox version is way faster compared to the PlayStation 2. Hold on, let me focus here. So I'm going to switch films here to a more powerful film, and then I'm going to upgrade the speed. The speed will upgrade the charge of the camera, so I can do damage quicker. Got the key for the door upstairs, but we have to fight the editor one last time. And I got really bad RNG off of him. He's all over the place. Good old marathon luck here. He's probably going to charge me here. No, he's not. He's just going to charge me here now. Alright, so what I was supposed to do there is, well, I wanted him to stay still where he was. I was going to take 2 quick shots at him, and then after that it will trigger his AI to charge after me. But he decided to go all over the place there. Still a decent fight. So I'm going to upgrade the range of the camera now. It's going to increase the radius, or the circle that's on our camera. So it'll make capturing ghosts easier. So Xbox version is way quicker than the PlayStation 2. As we go through doors, there's load times, and on the PlayStation 2 it's really obvious. Like, Mika will freeze up for a good like 5 or 6 seconds as it loads in the next area. On the PS2 version, Xbox version, no load times at all. Plus it keeps a constant smooth 60 FPS. They also added a bunch of other features to the Xbox version, such as they added a new difficulty mode called Fatal. It's not that difficult, really, compared to Nightmare, which is a step up from normal, is what I'm playing right now. Fatal, for some reason, there's a delay. When trying to take a picture of a ghost, you have to wait about 6 seconds before the camera registers. You can start fighting the ghost. So we're avoiding a spirit here. That's the only thing I contributed to this game, is skipping that spirit. Saves a few seconds. So our next ghost here is Long Arms. I'm gonna run away. I got a bad pattern on him.
When you get a chance, can you lower your bitrate to like 1500? I'm getting occasional skips in the video.
I'll do that right now. And done. Okay. So Long Arms is defeated. Yeah, well, he's a reoccurring ghost. We'll be fighting him one more time, I think. The story behind Long Arms, it's not really explained why he has long arms. That's his name in this game. Every time you take a picture of a ghost, you'll have a journal, and it will tell you the nickname of the ghost. So his name's actually Long Arms. The only thing we know about Long Arms is we have another puzzle here. Is that he killed 3 children in this game, which we'll be fighting later, when he was an evil spirit. So, that's it for Long Arms. That's all I can tell you about him. I'm not really that well informed of the lore of this game, so I know some things, but not a lot. So we have our first number puzzle here. Anyone who's played the PlayStation 2 version, you know that the number symbols here are in Japanese, and they're in counterclockwise order instead of clockwise. The Xbox version, they translated them and dumbed it down, basically, to make the game easier. That's the spirit who told us to take a picture of the screen earlier. She is a representative of the good side of the final boss in this game, I guess you could say. When the final boss died, I guess you could say her spirit got split into 2, so that's like her good innocent side. She's trying to help us out throughout this entire game. My movement is horrible right now. Oh, there are going to be plenty of parts I'm probably going to blow at Anti-Hero, especially later. Did I pick up the film down here? I did. Just double checking. So now that we took a picture of that ghost, this door, which was sealed, is unlocked. We're going to have tons of those puzzles, like I said, throughout this game. Oh, I'm cold. This is a cherry atrium. There's like a cherry tree or something out here. I don't know what it's called that. There are 2 doors I need to take a picture of here. And in order to solve those doors, I have to go take pictures of certain spirits. Did not want to talk to that spirit, but okay. That's a really difficult spirit to move around with, because you have a tight corner, and the game's movement is not the best. Something they improved later on in the future games. Yeah, see Miku gets stuck on a lot of objects here, but it's just the game itself. They fixed it in Fatal Frame 2. So this is the other person who came with the folklorist that our brother was looking for. We're gonna have a cutscene here of her getting killed by the evil ghost of this game, the main evil ghost of this game. This is woman pulled in. Actually got her. She is really finicky to take a picture of. You have to stand in like an exact spot for it to work. So now with that we took her picture, that will unlock a door where we're going to go fight a kid that was killed by Long Arms, the ghost that we just fought. The kids are playing, I guess, tag or hide and go seek when this an event called the Calamity happened. The Calamity happened because there was a failed ritual, and the woman who was part of the ritual, I guess her malice came out, the bad side of her came out, and she just murdered everybody in this village. Now this village is cursed. And it's basically our job to uplift the curse. I wouldn't call it a village, it's just one mansion this game takes place in. So this is Crawling Girl, one of the 3 children, so was killed by Long Arms. I want to get 2 quick shots in on her. And then I want to make my way towards the door, so after the fight's done, all I have to do is just turn around and leave. You can kill her in 3 shots, but I'm just bad right now, so I couldn't demonstrate that. See, we're right here at the door, so quick turnaround. So this next strat was found by one of the, I guess, Fatal Frame speedrun veterans called Kakarot SRL. That's Broken Neck. She just spawned in. Instead of fighting her, we can just run over here. Despawn her. And then run back out. Way quicker than fighting her. We're gonna want to avoid fighting her throughout this entire game, so we're gonna see her later. So because we defeated the crawling child, this is now unlocked. We're gonna see a glimpse of Mr. Takamine here. Miku got stuck on the doorway. Pretty common. I wanted to pick up this object without talking to a spirit. Alright, we did it. So we picked up a lighter there. If I advanced forward in the game, I'd get to a point where I was missing an object, and I'd have to run all the way back here and look for it. So I'm just going to go directly there and pick up this object. You're ready to see another puzzle in this game. This game loves sliding puzzles. If anybody's like played those sliding puzzles before where you have like a picture and you have to slide them in the right places. I hated those. Hated doing that as a kid. It's not really good at them. So here's the carving piece we're going to use for the sliding puzzle. This area is called the Abyss. We'll be coming back here later. A lot of these places we'll be revisiting on different nights. That's Yae. She is one of the main important characters in Fatal Frame 2. We'll be fighting her later, spoilers. And she is not fun to fight. Oh, I'm cold. Should have turned on the heat. That or I have a ghost in my room. It's a possibility. Alright, so we're going to the fish tank room where we're going to go fight the assistant, who is the assistant to the folklorist. So there are 2 patterns I can get here. I'm picking up some health for safe strats. She can either go left or right here. I want her to go left. Let's see what I get. She actually just went middle. Bad pattern, and I'll just deal with it. lot of times I want to avoid taking fatal frame shots because they have an animation, like a really dramatic animation that they do. I forgot to upgrade my camera. I could do that right now. And it just wastes time, so... Camera... Forgot to upgrade my speed again. I'm not the best when it comes to talking and speedrunning, so I might make a few mistakes here and there. So we have another number puzzle here. In order to solve these puzzles, you have to read a bunch of lore. The numbers will be highlighted. That's how you solve these puzzles. So now we're going out to the back part of the mansion, where we're going to be fighting the assistant one more time, and in a more difficult fight. So the assistant's going to pop up here. I want to make my way towards the door. Got a good pattern here. Yeah, she turned on me. I gotta run. I want to be close to the door here so I can just exit out. It's really hard to move in first person because Miku gets stuck on a lot of objects and you can't really see what's around you. That's a decent fight. Take it. She's saying Kyrie, who is the name of the rope shrine maiden who turned evil. I'll explain the what are they called? The rituals in a little bit. So that's a flying bat monkey, as I nickname it. It's total RNG whether it appears or not. So I gotta talk to the spirit of the folklorist. Pick up a stone mirror. Stone mirror is a do-over, so if Miku loses all of her health, it will replenish her health. And this is our sliding puzzle. There we go. Easy to solve once you know the solution. We're approaching the final boss of this night, who's the folklorist. As you can see, he got crucified up there by Kyrie. Awful way to go. So I'm going to quickly pull out my camera here to try and manipulate his AI pattern to slowly come towards me. And then I'm going to fight him off the stairs because I need some space. Awful. Alright, there we go. I need to get the timing down. He's doing this little... panic attack here, which is fine. I didn't hit him. And he just teleported. Core shots, it's when I get the crosshairs of the camera inside the circle of the ghost. It does a little bit more damage than just taking regular shots at him. There's like 5 or 6 different kinds of shots in this game. But core shots and can go solve the puzzle for the night. And then we're gonna see Kyrie, the final boss of this game, appear and charge us. So hopefully I don't screw this puzzle up. This puzzle's really difficult to do. Horrible. So we solve the puzzle and then we get a piece of a mirror. In order to lift the curse of the village, we need to get all the pieces of the mirror and close, I guess you could call it like... So this is the second night. We're gonna meet, I guess, the nemesis of the second night here, called Blinded. She had lost her eyesight due to a ritual. So she can't see us, but she has, you know, super hearing. So she's gonna charge at us constantly. I'm just gonna run away from her. That's one of the kids that got murdered by Long Arms. Spoilers, Long Arms appeared again.
Can you reset the stream for a moment?
Yeah, sure. I can do it right now. Stopping. Seal of a door by finding a ghost and taking a picture of it.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Is it working?
Audio delay kind of builds up, and like every 20 to 30 minutes you might need to reset.
Okay. Just note. Seal the door to the fish tank room. I'm gonna pick up some film here. We're gonna see 4 different types of films in this game: 1437, 74, and 90. The higher the film, the more damage it does. Oops, I should probably pick this up. So I'm going for safe strats. In a normal run of this game, I would not pick up any health items, because it's just a little time waster. Alright. Recurring puzzles, but this solution's different. I don't know who locks the doors and changes the numbers, but they're a prick. So we're gonna go meet another child who was killed by Long Arms. Her body was thrown into a well here. I call her Well Girl. I think she's called like Girl in Well. She's really passive. She can't charge me though, but she's pretty basic. Just 3 shots and she should be dead. Hey DJ, thanks for swinging by, dude. I actually got a fatal frame, or a 0 shot on her at the end there. So we got another carving here, which we're gonna have 2 sliding puzzles to do, upcoming. I could continue talking about the difference between the Xbox and the PS2 version here, because I have a long distance to run to. Besides the frame rate and the loading times, they brighten the visuals. If you've played the PS2 version, the visuals are a lot darker. So they brighten the visuals for the Xbox version. They added a bunch of costumes for Miku. By a bunch, I mean like 2 extra costumes for her, where she wears like kimonos and her flashlight's a lantern. Alright, Blinded's coming up here. I mean, I do something called skedaddling, I call it. Some people call it hover walking. It's when I spam the run button. Miku doesn't make any noise, so I can escape from Blinded here. Alright, that should be good. She should charge me and miss me. So it's a common technique that we use to get around Blinded, unless we have to fight her. There's Yae again. Yae killed herself, hung herself on that tree, so that's why her spirit's constantly appearing there. Ooh, man, am I cold. I'm gonna pick up a Sacred Water here. Sacred Water will heal Miku 100%. I'll like fill up her health 100%. The herbal medicines usually fill her up about 50, 55, maybe. So we got another carving there, because I said we're gonna have back-to-back sliding puzzles to do. So, yeah, back to the differences between the Xbox and the PS2. Yeah, they added extra costumes to her. I told you that they added another difficulty level. 2 spirits are gonna appear here, by the way. And when you play on the new difficulty level, they added a bunch of lore items that you can pick up, too. That's the main difference between the Xbox and PS2, but you can tell they put a lot of effort into the Xbox version because I guess they wanted to sell copies on the Xbox. So, alright, so we're gonna have 2 sliding puzzles here. My favorite. We're gonna briefly see the ghost shadow spirit of our brother, or of Miku's brother here. We're making our way into a room that's called the Demon Mouth, or Mouth of the Demon. I think it's called Demon Mouth because it's hold on. That's right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I guess it could be considered a mouth because as you enter it, there's a doorway that will lead to like a stomach, like a long hallway, which could be considered a stomach, and then it leads to the place where where a giant gate is, where all these evil spirits are coming through. So gotta bring Miku down these 2 ladders here. There we go. Sometimes she has trouble getting the animation to lock in to go down the ladders. Sometimes Miku likes to turn around and climb up the ladders too as you descend them. Alright, we're good. Got another set here. As soon as we look at the doors blinded, who we've been avoiding, we're actually gonna have to fight her. So, let's see how it goes. So you're gonna see a spirit appear here. Gonna run away. Blinded's gonna spawn right here. Alright, that's good. Now she should spawn behind me? Yep. That's good. Good fight. I can't remember if somebody told me, but maybe only in the American version, or the PAL in the North American version of Fatal Frame, they added the ability to do a quick 180. I think in the Japanese version they don't have that. I can't remember if it's for this game or it's for Fatal Frame 2, so... Anyway, Miku's taking her precious time climbing ladders. I have a theory that Miku is afraid of heights. That's why she climbs these ladders really slowly. Alright, I could talk about the main villain of this game, Kyrie. She was elected to become the Ropeshine Maiden. When you become the Ropeshine Maiden, you are hid in isolation for 10 years. And then you have to perform a brutal ritual in which they tie a bunch of ropes to all your limbs, your feet, and your arms, and your head. And then they pull your limbs off, and then the blood on the ropes that get on the rope are supposed to close the hell gate where all these negative spirits are coming through from. But Kyrie fell in love with a guy who randomly came to the village or the mansion, and the ritual failed because of that. So there's backseat gamer ghost, as I call her. Gotta solve this puzzle to get a scroll. Blinded's gonna appear, by the way. Alright, I'm gonna do my hover walking here. Got a weird animation with Miku sticking out her leg. So I got a hover walker skedaddle all the way over here. If I run, Blinded's just going to charge me. And we're gonna fight Crawling Ghost Girl again. Except I have to reposition Miku someplace different now. That was an iron fight. Could have gone a little bit quicker. So with that scroll that we just got from solving that that candle puzzle, we can go through this wall where we fought the editor during the first night. So this is the third kid that was killed by long arms. Apparently his body was stuffed inside of a clock, which sounds brutal. So I'm going over to this closet and picking up our first set of 74 film. It's going to be used specifically for one ghost in the next night. By the way, this is the second night. It's the longest night in the game. At least in terms of speedrunning it is. Ooh. So that kid we're going to have to fight next, the one that you saw running, I call him RNG Kid because he has like 6 or 7 different spawns. Let's see if I get the good spawns. No. Of course I get shit spawns. He's going to charge me here soon. Yeah, look at that speed. Jesus. So the good spawns, he'll spawn up above us. He'll be like walking on a plank of wood up above us, or he'll be sitting on it. So we got another piece of the mirror. Ooh, nice. Doing pretty well with SP. Alright. So that's the clock where his body was stuffed in, supposedly. So this door that we unlocked the first night is locked again. This time it's sealed. So we gotta go do another fetch quest and go look for this ghost. Luckily it's right nearby here in the rope hallway. Let's go grab it. You might be surprised of the features of this ghost. It's just one giant spooky face. Called Vengeance. Alright. So, when speedrunning this game, we want to upgrade the camera's speed a lot and its range. The max value is not really important. Max value just adds more symbols around the camera, so you can do a little bit more damage, but it takes longer to charge up, so because you have more symbols. It's my favorite sound in the game, by the way. It sounds like somebody just murdered a rubber duck. So I want to talk to this spirit. I kind of want to avoid him, but I'll talk to him. So there's a lockbox here with some info we have to get. But it's locked, so we need a key. Yeah, spooky face is spooky, right? I'm gonna go run to the closet here, pick up some more 37 film, and then we get a chance to fight Blinded again. So I should be able to get, hopefully, 3 charged shots off of her. Great. She might attack me. Yeah. That was bad. That's fine. Usually I try and get 2 charged shots off of her, and then she teleports behind me, but I missed the second one there, so her AI reacted differently. So the key for the lockbox is in this room, and it's sealed. So we gotta go look for another ghost to take a picture of. This game is constantly filled with puzzles. But it's like a nice balance of puzzles and fighting ghosts. So. The ghost we're looking for is right here. Take the picture of it, and break the seal. So we're gonna go run into this room up here, and Miku's going to see some pictures that her mother took. Her mother had this camera before she did, and her mother died. She ended up killing herself because of like overexposure to the camera obscura. Supposedly if you use it a lot, it drives you insane or something. So these are the pictures she's gonna look at. And she has a flashback of her mother hanging herself. That's her mother's voice playing on the music player there. So now that we have the bronze, I think it's called the bronze key, I don't know, we can go to this lockbox and progress the story. So the other runner, or other semi-active runner, there aren't any active runners of this game anymore, named Alan. He found this little skip or delay. So I'm going to summon Broken Neck here. The old thing we used to do is we used to run downstairs and fight Broken Neck. But we can summon her here. And if I'm quick enough, I can despawn her. And there's a chance where as soon as I go downstairs, I won't have to fight her. So let's see if we got good RNG here. Alan is the current world record holder of the PlayStation 2 version. Nice. She didn't spawn in, so I got good luck. So since she didn't spawn in, I'm going to unlock these 2 doors. If you come down here and Broken Neck spawns in, you can unlock the doors until you defeat her. So I got good luck there. Good RNG. Gonna run down here, get some more 37 film. There's Broken Neck. She decided to spawn in there. I kind of wanted her spawn in a specific place so I can skip a little jump scare that happens to Miku. I'll see if I get that later. Nice fixed camera angles. So we're gonna go fight Yae, who is her aunt, I think. I think it's her mother's sister, so I would make her aunt. Both of the 2 of them ended up hanging themselves. Yae decided to kill herself because her during the calamity. Hold on, I gotta focus here. Crap, she's alright. That's alright. So sometimes she likes to fly up, and then she might crash down to the ground. Yeah, she is. Ah, she recovered though. This is bad. Alright, I gotta heal because I can't lose this stone. She faked me out there. There's a chance that she'll recover. Oh my god, she is so fast. No, we're good. There's a chance that she'll fall down to the ground, and there's a chance that she'll recover when she flies up. So yeah, you can see Yae is really quick. A lot of the later spirits are going to be like this. Alright, we're done. That was an alright fight. Yeah, that was actually a pretty shitty fight. But the good news is I'm really close to the stairs to the next place I need to go. So her daughter's named Mikoto. She doesn't know what happened to her daughter. Her daughter was playing tags with those kids that were killed by long arms, and she managed to escape during the calamity because of the young girl in the white kimono we kept on running into. The friendly side of Kyrie rescued her. Got her out of the mansion in the village in time so she wouldn't die. But Yae didn't know that, so she just ended up killing herself. Because she thought her daughter died. So I don't understand this puzzle at all, but the solution is always top right the first time around. What the hell? So we solved this puzzle to get an angry mask, and just like the scroll that we got a little while ago, we're going to hang this mask on a wall to go through a hidden doorway. It'll lead us to a newer area that we haven't been through yet, so... So I have a long run back here. Oh, great. Come on, Broken Neck. Can you stop spawning in these spots? I want Broken Neck here to spawn in a different spot. I don't think I'm going to get it. She's going to despawn. Yeah, all she wanted was her daughter, but she couldn't find her daughter. She didn't know what happened to her daughter. We're going to be fighting Yae's husband here soon. He's even way worse than in terms of difficulty of a fight than she is. Alright, spawn in. Alright, I didn't get her to spawn in. Broken Neck can spawn in here in this room. I think it's called like the grand hallway, this area. If I get Broken Neck to spawn in here, I get a different camera angle, and this jump scare that's going to happen doesn't happen. It just saves like a good 5 seconds. Oh well, I couldn't demonstrate that. So we're running back all the way to the beginning of the game, where we first entered the mansion. The Himuro mansion. I probably butchered that. So we put the mask on the wall and another hidden door, as Miku's left shoulder clips through the mask. Don't want to go through the door again, I want to take the mask down. Run to the corner, get some more film. So I need to collect 4 masks to solve another puzzle. You see this, hold on. sure I don't screw this up. You see this door right here on the right? It's sealed off. In order to unseal it, I need to put 4 masks on this wall in this area over here. Blinded. That's kind of spoilers. We're gonna fight Blinded here again. Go through. Gonna grab the mask off the wall. And I'm gonna go get our second instance of 74 film for the next night. So this is probably one of the toughest fights in the game for just a normal playthrough, because they throw you in this tiny room and then they want you to fight Blinded. So I'm gonna use a method that Kakarot came out with. He calls it the bitch method. I call it the freeze frame method. So I'm gonna take one picture of her. I'm just gonna keep her in place. Try and keep her in place. My timing's good. That was alright. Easy fight if you just freeze her. So I need to grab the Joy Mask, or Happy Masks, because I need to unlock another hidden door over here to go to a new area. I should probably upgrade my camera. I'll upgrade the max value later. Did I upgrade the range? Hold on, I gotta check something. Oops, do not want to pull up the map. Alright, I'm gonna upgrade the range for this next fight. So we're gonna be fighting Yae's husband, called Ryozo, I think that's his name. First I need to go get another carving here, because we got another sliding puzzle to do. The sliding puzzles are almost done. So the woman that that we fought out there in the cherry tree, under the cherry tree, we're gonna go fight her husband now. This is, let's see if I got this. It's hard to remember the order to do these puzzles in. This guy is super fast and he likes to teleport a lot. So this is a really tough fight. I don't want to get any fatal frame shots on him. Great, he just teleported. That's when it turns red. If I hit him for a 0 shot, he's going to go through an animation where he cries, and it takes like a good 7 seconds to get out of that animation before he starts attacking again. This is bad. This is bad. Alright, he's going for a hug. He's calling out for his daughter and his wife's name. Alright, that's fine. He discovered the body of his dead wife like 2 hours after she killed herself. A lot of depressing stories in this game. Yeah, the atmosphere is still great, even with the fights, I think. Another thing I didn't even tell you, the difference between the PS2 and the Xbox version is the UI. If you look at the camera, it's completely different to what when we take a picture, it's completely different to the layout of what it looks like on the PlayStation 2. That's the other difference. So that fight, we got a mask called the Mask of Reflection. It acts as a skeleton key. It can mimic any mask, so it can open any door for us. Because once we put all these masks on this wall, we're stuck here until we have the Mask of Reflection. So now that secret room unlocked. You're gonna see the power of the Mask of the Reflection here. So you just took the form of that mask. So we're gonna on this this special room that we unlocked, we're going to get another mask called the Blinding Mask, and it's the mask that was used to make Blinded blind. There's another ritual besides the strangling ritual. I'm going for safety strats here, so let me pick up the sacred water. There was a blinding ritual where they apply the mask to the maiden who was chosen, and then like the blood that comes out of her eyes is supposed to like calm down the spirits for a little bit, and then she's responsible for choosing the next shrine maiden, the rope shrine maiden. There's the blinding mask. It just has 2 spikes through the eye holes. Sounds like a really painful ritual to go through. So you can understand why Blind is kind of angry all the time. Last time we're using the Mask of Reflection here to get out of here. Now I gotta make my way all the way back to the demon mouth area, so little ways to run to. Cool thing, I guess I can talk. I speedrun Fatal Frame 1 and Fatal Frame 2. They improved the movements, the way the movement, I guess, what am I looking for? What's the term? I guess the movement in general in Fatal Frame 2, where the main character doesn't get stuck on a lot of objects like Miku does. But a cool thing they also introduced are combo shots, where you can shoot a ghost 3 times in a row that Fatal Frame 1 doesn't have. So they kind of revamped the combat system for Fatal Frame 2 to make it unique. I haven't played any of the other games, so I don't know if it carried over or not. Looks like we got Bound Man? Can't tell if that's Bound Man or Broken Neck to spawn in. Oh. We can get some little shakes here and there. Just going to ignore it. Alright, so we just fought Ryozo, a dude who was crazy teleporting and crying out for his daughter and his wife. Well, we gotta fight him again, except we have to fight him on this tiny walkway. And this is a really difficult fight. As long as it's easy if he doesn't teleport. If he teleports, it's awful. Seems like he's behaving right now. No, there we go. There's that teleportation I was talking about. So this is pretty good. I'm making my way slowly towards the ladder I have to climb down, and he teleported behind me. I should have ran away instead of staying in the camera, the viewfinder. And I gotta heal. Can't afford to lose my stone. I thought that would finish him off. He's been really... I've done a few practice runs before this marathon, and he's been really trolly lately. So he just basically spoiled it. We have to go put the blinding mask on the right side of the door, and it will open up. But before we put the blinding mask on, we have to fight our good friend Blinded one last time. And this will be the end of the second night, and we'll move into the third night. I'll go ahead and restart the stream as soon as the third night comes around. I'm really worried that Miku was going to grab the ladder there and go back up. So, there's Blinded. Fuck. I didn't get... She's going to charge me. I didn't get the 0 shot on her there, or the Fatal Frame shot. I'm taking... I can't afford... Oops. Can't afford to take a risk here. I gotta heal. So I'm just gonna freeze frame her here. Two or three Fatal Frame or 0 shots in on her, and then just get 1 regular shot in on her, and she'll be dead. She'll teleport after you get the Fatal Frame shot, though. You have to locate her. So Miku puts the blinding mask on. Oh, not the last time, but another time. Get another piece of the mirror. Kyria is going to appear. We have to run towards her to progress the game. We're on the third night. I'm going to quickly restart the stream. checking something. Alright. So I want to avoid the Three Stooges here. Wow, I think I got really good spawns. Yeah, I did. They didn't grab me at all. Nice. That was really nice. A lot of times they like to just run up and grab Miku. And she'll take a little damage. Alright, so we're on the third night now. I guess the mini-boss of the third night is called Family Master. We'll see him here soon. Family Master had a bunch of priests, and they were in charge of making sure that the Rope Shrine Maiden was isolated for 10 years. Like, she didn't have any contact with anybody but them. So during, when the calamity happened, that's when everybody died and all the evil spirits came through. He got possessed by an evil spirit, and he went around and he started killing a bunch of people. He killed all the priests, and he chopped off their heads. So we're gonna be fighting some headless priests here soon. I like to call Family Master like a giant weeb. He just walks around with like a samurai sword. But before we see him, we're gonna be fighting Casper, who is a cloud of vape. Oh god, he's behind us. So you can tell that the devs of this game ran out of creativity here. And they just threw a face in a cloud. I call him Casper, the friendly vaping ghost. So he's dead. Casper has screwed up and killed me on like 2 runs of mine. He has like this really quick teleportation. He'll just teleport behind Miku and attack her. He actually behaved there. And nice fixed camera angles. So we got another puzzle to solve here. Yay. Lucky for us, or for me, the ghost is right here. Crushed woman. I don't know why they added this here. I guess to tell the story of some woman died in the rubble here? I don't know. I feel like it's a pointless puzzle. So you're gonna see a glimpse of Family Master here. His sweet backside. We're going to go fight him. That 74 film that I've been collecting, it's specifically for him. He's a really tough fight. So I need to fight him to get a piece of a puzzle to unlock the Moon Shrine, where we have another puzzle to do. But before I can solve that puzzle, I need to do another puzzle here, so... Miku. There we go. So we have to pick up this rope, and then we have to put it on the Buddha statues in the right order. Oops. As soon as that happens, that little shrine over there will open up, and we'll get our item that we need. Before I do that, I'm going to upgrade the camera's max value once, and I'm switching to 74 film. Another cool feature they added in Fatal Frame 2 is you can switch your camera's film without going into the menu. So here's Family Master. What I want to do is take a picture of him. He might hit me here. Freeze him, run. This is bad. Get him to attack me, then turn around and take a picture of him. Oh crap, I lost the ability to take a picture of him. Oh, that's not good. So he sent these faces after me. If I get hit by them, Miku goes into panic mode and she won't be able to aim the camera. Alright, that was a pretty bad fight, but the good news is I didn't take any damage. So what I do is I take a picture of him at the start, I run towards him, I trigger his attack animation. After his attack's done, Miku will auto turn to him. She'll do like a quick 180 automatically, and then I'll blast him again. And then I just repeat that, and he's dead. So I kind of demonstrated that, but not really. Now that he's dead, we can go solve this puzzle. Here's the second jump scare in the game. Seems Miku is afraid of lightning and thunder and swinging ropes. For a Japanese schoolgirl who's fighting some evil ghosts, she's not really afraid of those. She does get spooked by Mother Nature and a swinging rope. I gotta switch films here. So those 4 priests I was talking about earlier that Family Master killed, we gotta go fight them now. So in order to move this object that's in the middle of the moon shrine, we have to find the right symbols to press the order into. Press the button for the correct order. In order to do that, we have to go to these 4 locations that are marked and fight the priests. 2 of the priests are really easy to fight, and the other 2 are just can be a real pain to fight. So, I like this fight the most difficult priest, or yeah, I guess I would consider him the most difficult priest first. So that's what we're gonna go do. It sucks that if you know the symbols ahead of time, you still can't solve the puzzle. After you kill the priests, the final picture will show a symbol, and that's how you know what symbol to press there. So one of the priests is right out here. I don't elect to fight him. Some people do. I don't. I like to go in here to the Abyss room and fight this guy. This guy can be really trolly. These priests, most of these priests like to go headless, and once they go headless, I can't charge up my camera because I need their face to do it. So let's see what he does. I want him to go left and right around me.
Why did you become attached to this world? You'll only suffer.
Nice voice acting, by the way. Fatal Frame 1 had horrible voice. Oh, there we go. Horrible voice acting. They fixed it in Fatal Frame 2, though. Ah, crap, I can get him there. It's fine. Alright, he's going to do his little teleportation here. Alright, I got him before he could. He threw a flame at me, a flaming spirit. That's fine. So that fight went really well. I've lost a lot of runs to this guy because he decides to go headless and I just have to wait for him to show his head. Nice. I love taking damage after the fight. So he's talking about the Family Master guy. He murdered all these priests and went crazy because of the calamity. So there's the, I think this is the easiest priest to fight. He likes to teleport sometimes, but hopefully he won't. All these ghosts, all these priests sound like they're just completely drunk. Alright, this guy's gonna summon a spirit at me. A flaming spirit. Which is really good, that's the animation I want. Alright, now he's going to do hypnosis on me. I can't allow him to do that, and this is the instance of them going headless. Alright, he's dead. That was a good fight. Most of these priests have the ability to either use hypnosis on Miku, where she'll slowly walk towards them, or they have the ability to blind her and freeze her in place. That guy's just telling you about the Shrine Maiden. If you didn't know, her only purpose is to die. It's true. You're basically like a sacrificial lamb for the greater good. So the third priest is out here. This guy likes to pretend he's the Pokemon Diglett, or Dugtrio, and he likes to dig underground. I'm not joking. Let's see if we get it. This guy sounds like he's ready to party. He's gonna try and use his freezing technique on me here. I kind of want him to do that, so I have to get the fatal frame shot on him. Wow, he teleported quickly. And he's headless. Oh, here we go. He likes to go underground like Diglett or Dugtrio. Oh, great. Alright, he's gonna do that again. That was an alright fight. I want him to circle around me. That's the quickest way to kill him. He's talking about the gate that's open where all these evil spirits are coming out from. Alright, so we're going to the fish tank room next, where this is the RNG of the run again. There's a chance where I might be fighting 2 ghosts or 1 ghost. I want to fight 1 ghost. So let's pray to RNGesus that I only get 1 ghost here. Oh my god, I got 2. This is bad. So Broken Neck was mad that we skipped her fight and now she appeared. Wow, I got both of them here. What the? This is new. Did you see that? I got the rare double shot. There's a chance here we can capture 2 ghosts in 1 shot. And you get a blue text that says double shot. It's really rare to see though. So this is long hair. I don't know the origin about her at all. I just know that she has a lot of hair. And she likes to go out of bounds a lot. She's actually behaving really well. Wow. It's really rare for long hair woman to behave. She likes to go out of bounds a lot, and I need to go grab the film that's over here, and she likes to teleport a lot, too. Miku? There we go. So that was really decent, despite having to fight 2 ghosts there. So, we got another number puzzle here, the last one of the game. So, in case you missed these, the devs got you covered. So we're going back out here to the backyard to fight the last priest. This last priest is probably the 2nd hardest priest to fight. He likes to do a kind of like a crowd surf lunge at Miku, and it's really quick. So I'm avoiding a trigger here. There's a trigger where if I'm in the area of like closer to the trees, a jump scare will happen and Miku will get like lightning and thunder will flash and Miku will freeze up. So I just avoided that. All right, so he's doing his little flame spirit here. That's good. He might do the crowd surf. He juked me there. He's doing the flaming spirit again. Well, okay, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's doing the crowd surf, and I got him. Wow. I was backed up against the well, I think, there, so I couldn't move out of the way. It was a good fight. And he's wondering where his head is. Oh, and there's the trigger that I tried to avoid. I just ran into it like an idiot. And Miku's getting stuck. Miku's actually behaved really well in this run. She likes to get stuck on a lot of objects. She hasn't really done that. So we killed the 4 priests. We have the symbols now. We can go solve the puzzle. Oh, I didn't tell you. Another difference between the PS2 and the Xbox version are there are a lot of stationary... They added a bunch of stationary ghosts that you can take pictures of, too. So... So we gotta go run all the way back to the moon shrine. Miku, please. Thank you. And we gotta go press some buttons. I got the... There's like a weird movement glitch up and down the stairs. I'm not sure how to replicate it. I just got it there. But it saves like a few seconds. So, difference between the PS2 and the Xbox version here is once you press down the right symbol, it's going to remain down. The PS2 version, it'll be up in the next section here. See how it's indented down? So, they dumbed down this game for us Americans and Europeans, it seems. Or the Xbox players, I should say. So you think we solved the puzzle? Nah, we haven't solved the puzzle just yet. We're missing one more key component. It's like a little thing that will fit there in that slot, you can see. And guess who has it? Family Master has it, the guy with the samurai sword. So we gotta go fight him one more time. And that will be the end of the night. If you don't know where to go, follow the blood trail that you see here. There's a chance that Broken Neck is going to spawn in here. I don't know. Alright, she did it. So just follow the Kool-Aid, the red Kool-Aid, and you'll find him. I love the sound effects for this game, like the wood creaking noises when she runs. The sounds in this game are so good. The atmosphere is really good. Alright, so I gotta switch over to 74 film just for him. Wow, I have not upgraded my camera. That's what I get for talking. Alright. Wow, I'm fully upgraded. So that's what your camera should look like by the end of the run. You want your range and your speed fully upgraded before the final boss fight. So Family Master has more health, and we have to fight him in this little confined area. Plus he has stronger attacks now. So I just want to dwindle down his health here. I didn't really want that zero shot because he has this animation like any ghost does, where it's just long and outdrawn. Alright, he laughed. Wow, I actually got all of his heads there. Alright, this is really good. He's dead. That was a good fight. I want him to laugh like that because it's a nice opportunity to just chip away at his health. So we got the seal that we can use to uncover the object that's in the middle of the moon shrine. So we're going to put the seal inside the object, the stand, whatever you want to call it. It's going to move back and uncover a hidden passageway. We're going to go down there, we're going to find another piece of the mirror, and then we're going to get attacked by Kyrie again. Where Miku will run away, and we'll be in a different part for the final night. I will restart the stream when we hit the final night. Which is going to happen here soon. Oh wow. Okay, we got the Three Stooges to spawn in here. This is new. I've never seen them spawn in here before. Usually it's Broken Neck who spawns in. That's a first. So I'm gonna put the seal in. I'm gonna go over here. Get another mirror piece, and Kyrie will appear and chase Miku away. Alright, I'm gonna restart the stream now. She'll read the note that we just picked up. Come on, Miku. And she plays the right notes, and then this hidden passageway is unlocked. This is the passageway that... This is basically where they kept the rope shrine maiden isolated. If you look through these holes, you get cutscenes, and one of them, I think a ghost will spawn and attack you. So we're just going to ignore everything up here in the attic. So if anyone's afraid of heights, look away here. We're going to be pretty high up here. Miku won't run because I still think she's afraid of heights, so I abuse this little animation, like the hover walking or skedaddling I like to call it here. Picking up 90 film, this is the most powerful film in the game. We're going to be using it for the final boss fight. So, that's pretty good movement. So I basically spam the run button and then flick the control stick up, and that's how I get her to do that. So this is a cage where I think Kyrie was kept isolated for most of her life before the ritual. You can read her journal in here. We're picking up her hairpin because it's a mirror piece and her hairpin because it's going to solve a puzzle for us in a little bit. So coming up here, I like to call these oh shit moments. So the screen's going to go black and white, and there's nothing we can do but run away. So Kyrie is going to chase after us. You can't turn around and fight her. You have to run. You might be able to see her in the top right here. No, you can't. Alright. As soon as I exit this area, she'll despawn. As soon as I go down these steps, I should say. She should despawn, and we should get color back. There we go. So we're going back to the moon shrine that we unlocked in the previous night. This time we're going to climb down it, and we're going to solve the puzzle. Let's see if we get a... There's like a weird audio glitch on the Xbox playing on the 360 here. Let's see if I get it. I didn't get it. Sounds like an old school 8-bit game sound. Alright, so I think this is... I forgot. I think they're called Floating Man and Floating Woman here. I like to call them Tweedledee and Tweedledum. My camera's fine the way it is. I want to group them together at the start here and get a double shot. I did not get a double shot. Right. She's moving in on me. I can hear her on my right. She's behind me. So I wanted to group her up with this guy here so I could get a double shot, and then I'd freeze her AI right in front of me. But, oh well. I'm going to have to run forward and turn around. I think she's over here now. She's moving left and right. There she is. Alright, she's slowly moving towards me. So I actually did a low percent category of this game. I was the only one stupid enough to do that. It's where I run this game. I only use the weakest film, which is 14 film, and I don't upgrade the camera. It's possible to beat the game like that, but this section is a pain because there aren't any save points. So you have to do this section in one shot and not miss any of your shots. Alright, so here's the place where the ritual takes place. I want to two-shot this priest, the maiden here, before she teleports away. This is where they tie her limbs up, and then they just pull them off. You get blood on the ropes for the ritual. So I'm switching now to the strongest film in this game, type 90, as Miku gets stuck on an object. We gotta go fight one more shrine, rope shrine maiden here, and then we're gonna fight Kyrie in her final form. So it should take 3 shots to down her here. And Miku's getting stuck on the ropes. For some reason they decided to add some collision detection with these ropes, like most of them are solid. So yeah, it's pretty fun to navigate in first person fighting this mini boss fight. Alright. So we're running to the area where the gate is, where the rope shrine maiden's supposed to keep it locked, but it didn't work because Kyrie fell in love. She fell in love with a guy that looks like Miku's brother. That's why Miku's brother is alive at the end here. So I have to go fight her final form here. She's going to be right towards my left at the start. Hopefully I can get a picture of her. Damn it. She likes to teleport around a lot. Once you have her locked in place, she's easy to fight. With your semi-overpowered camera and your 90 film. So you can just keep her stun locked. Time's coming up here pretty soon. Time's coming up when Miku places the mirror on the pedestal here. I'll give you a heads up. So that's the final boss. Really easy. When you're overpowered and you have overpowered film. It's not over just yet. We have to pick up the final mirror piece. Get ready on time. And then we're going to put the mirror on the pedestal. And time. Whew. And that is Fatal Frame. Miku places the mirror. Kyrie transforms back into her normal self. And I'll briefly show this. Nice. It's alright for marathon. Anything sub 115 is decent, but I'll take it. So Kyrie is going to transform back into her normal self. There's our brother. So the brother and the sister are reunited here. Mafuyu basically says, you know, I'm going to stay here. First, Kyrie is going to assume her role as a rope shrine maiden. She's going to string herself up here. But, and then she tells us to escape, but our brother elects to stay behind, to stay with her, because I guess he's fallen in love with her and he feels bad for her. So, and Miku escapes as the mansion collapses at the end. So her brother ends up dying, but I guess he is happy with his choice of staying with Kyrie. So I'm gonna skip the ending. This ending cutscene's like 5 minutes long, so they give you some really chill jazz music at the end, and then we'll get our results screen. So in-game time is 1:15:27. We don't use in-game time for Fatal Frame 1. We use RTA because it's just the standard. But we use in-game time for Fatal Frame 2, so... Alright, that is Fatal Frame on normal. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And stick around because we have a lot of awesome runs coming up for NASA. So... thanks again for having me, and I'll be lurking in chat.